Imagine a world where the heroes we idolize are not as infallible as we believe. What if the very rules that bind them together are the same ones that could tear them apart? In this video, we're diving deep into the chaotic aftermath of the Avengers breaking their own sacred codes, a moment that could unravel everything they fought for. You might think you know the Avengers, but what if I told you that beneath their heroic exteriors lies a web of secrets and betrayals that could destroy them? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll uncover the truth that could change your perception of these iconic heroes forever. As we embark on this journey, I want you to think about your own heroes. What happens when they falter, when they make choices that defy the very principles they stand for? This isn't just a story about superheroes. It's a reflection of our own struggles with morality, loyalty, and the consequences of our actions. The Avengers, with their extraordinary powers and unwavering resolve, are not immune to the chaos that ensues when they step outside the lines. In this tale, we'll explore the lives of our beloved characters. Each one grapple with their own demons, their own choices, and the fallout that follows. You'll meet familiar faces, but you'll also see them in a light you've never imagined. The stakes are higher than ever, and the tension is palpable. As we peel back the layers of this intricate narrative, I promise you'll find yourself questioning everything you thought you knew about the Avengers. So, who are the key players in this unfolding drama? There's a steadfast leader whose decisions weigh heavily on his shoulders. The fierce warrior, battling not just external foes but internal conflicts. And the brilliant strategist, whose mind is a double-edged sword. Each character is faced with choices that could either save or doom them. And as we delve deeper, you'll see how their paths intertwine in unexpected ways. But before we dive into the heart of the chaos, let me leave you with this thought. What if the truth is more dangerous than the lies? As we unravel this mystery, prepare yourself for twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The truth could destroy the Avengers, and you won't want to miss a moment of this thrilling journey. As we continue, let's take a closer look at the recent events that have led our heroes to this precarious moment. The Avengers have always been a team built on trust, but cracks have begun to form in their once unbreakable bond. It all started with a seemingly innocuous mission, a routine operation that spiraled out of control, leaving them questioning their own motives and the very foundation of their alliance. In the aftermath, tensions ran high. The leader, burdened by the weight of responsibility, found himself at odds with his closest allies. Whispers of dissent began to circulate, and the once unified front of the Avengers started to fracture. Each member grappled with their own feelings of betrayal and doubt, leading to a series of confrontations that only deepened the rift. As we explore these dynamics, we can't ignore the shadowy figures lurking in the background. Who are they, and what do they want? There are hints of a larger conspiracy at play, one that threatens not just the Avengers but the entire world. The audience is left to wonder, are these external forces manipulating the heroes, or are the Avengers themselves the architects of their own downfall? As we delve deeper, we encounter potential suspects, characters who may have their own agendas, each with motives that are not immediately clear. The brilliant strategist, once a trusted ally, begins to exhibit signs of secrecy, raising questions about their true loyalties. Meanwhile, the fierce warrior finds himself torn between duty and personal vendettas, leading to choices that could have dire consequences. With each revelation, the tension escalates, and the audience is left guessing who can be trusted. Are these characters truly allies, or are they playing a dangerous game of their own? As we peel back the layers of this intricate web, the stakes continue to rise, leaving viewers eager to uncover the truth behind the chaos. Just when it seems like the Avengers might find a way to reconcile their differences and confront the looming threat, unexpected obstacles emerge, complicating their quest for the truth. A crucial piece of evidence that could have shed light on the conspiracy mysteriously disappears, leaving the team scrambling for answers. The sense of urgency intensifies as they realize that someone is actively working against them. But who could it be? As the leader pushes for answers, they receive a chilling warning from an unknown source, urging them to stop digging deeper. This ominous message sends shockwaves through the team, igniting fears of betrayal from within. Paranoia begins to seep into the very fabric of their relationships, as trust erodes and suspicion takes root. Each member starts to question not only their own motives, but also the intentions of those they once considered friends. The fierce warrior, feeling the weight of their past decisions, grapples with the fear that they may have inadvertently put the team in danger. In the midst of this turmoil, a secret from the past resurfaces, revealing a hidden betrayal that shakes the foundation of their unity. The audience is left to ponder how this revelation will impact the already fragile dynamics within the group. As the main character delves deeper into the mystery, they uncover clues that suggest a long-standing conspiracy, one that has been brewing beneath the surface for years. The tension escalates as the main character finds themselves caught in a web of deceit, unsure of who to trust. A suspicious ally emerges, offering assistance but with motives that remain unclear. This new player complicates the situation further, as their presence raises more questions than answers. The audience is kept on the edge of their seats, wondering if this ally is genuinely there to help or they have their own agenda that could lead to further chaos. As the main character navigates these treacherous waters, they must confront their own fears and insecurities. The stakes are higher than ever, and the pressure to uncover the truth weighs heavily on their shoulders. With each twist and turn, the mystery deepens, leaving viewers eager to see how the characters will respond to the mounting challenges. Just when it seems like the main character is making progress, a secondary storyline emerges that complicates the mystery even further. A close friend of the main character receives a cryptic message that mirrors the threats they've been facing, suggesting that the danger is not isolated to just one individual. This revelation sends shockwaves through the team, as they realize that the conspiracy may be more extensive than they initially thought. As the main character grapples with this new development, they must also confront the implications of their friend's involvement. Could this person be a target, or are they somehow connected to the unfolding chaos? The audience is left questioning everyone's motives, as the lines between ally and enemy blur. The tension rises as the main character races against time to protect their friend while simultaneously seeking the truth. In the midst of this turmoil, a new piece of evidence surfaces that contradicts everything the team believed to be true. This shocking revelation forces them to reevaluate their understanding of the situation and the people involved. The stakes feel higher than ever, as the main character realizes that they are not just fighting for their own safety, but for the lives of those they care about. As the narrative unfolds, the audience is drawn deeper into the intricate web of deception, with each character's motives becoming increasingly suspect. The suspense builds, leaving viewers eager to see how the main character will navigate this complex landscape of alliances and betrayals. As the story takes a darker turn, the main character finds themselves in a precarious situation that forces them to confront the reality of their circumstances. A chilling encounter leaves them with the unsettling feeling that they are being followed, heightening their sense of paranoia. The once familiar streets now feel like a labyrinth of danger, and every shadow seems to harbor a threat. The air is thick with tension, and the main character can't shake the feeling that they're being watched, their every move scrutinized by unseen eyes. This creeping dread gnaws at their mind, making it difficult to focus on anything other than the gnawing fear that something terrible is about to happen. In a heart-stopping moment, someone close to the main character suddenly disappears without a trace, leaving them reeling with fear and uncertainty. This shocking event serves as a wake-up call, forcing the main character to acknowledge the gravity of the situation. The urgency to uncover the truth intensifies, as they realize that the stakes have never been higher. The disappearance sends shockwaves through the team, igniting a frantic search that reveals just how vulnerable they truly are. Friends become frantic allies, and the once solid foundation of trust begins to crumble under the weight of suspicion and fear. As they delve deeper into their investigation, the emotional weight of their fears becomes palpable. The main character grapples with feelings of guilt and helplessness, questioning whether they could have done something to prevent the chaos that has unfolded. The haunting thought that they might have overlooked a crucial detail or ignored a warning gnaws at them, amplifying their anxiety. The audience is drawn into their internal struggle, feeling the weight of their growing paranoia and desperation. Each moment spent searching for their missing friend is fraught with tension as they confront the possibility that they may never see them again. With each passing moment, the tension escalates, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. The mystery remains unsolved, but the stakes continue to rise as the main character races against time to uncover the truth before it's too late. They find themselves in a race not just against the clock, but against an unseen enemy who seems to anticipate their every move. The once clear lines between friend and foe blur, As the main character begins to question the motives of those around them, are they truly allies, or are they part of a larger scheme designed to keep the truth hidden? As the main character navigates this treacherous landscape, they must confront their own fears and insecurities. The stakes are higher than ever, and the pressure to uncover the truth weighs heavily on their shoulders. The emotional turmoil is compounded by the realization that they are not just fighting for their own safety, but for the lives of those they care about. The audience is left breathless, wondering how the main character will confront the challenges ahead. Will they be able to piece together the clues before it's too late? Or will the darkness close in around them, leaving them trapped in a web of deceit and betrayal? The atmosphere grows increasingly oppressive as the main character grapples with the reality that they are not just facing a physical threat, but a psychological one as well. The fear of the unknown looms large, and every decision they make feels like a step into the abyss. The audience is drawn deeper into the narrative, feeling the weight of the main character's struggle as they confront the darkness that threatens to consume them. The stakes have never been higher, and the tension is palpable as the story hurtles toward its climax, leaving viewers eager to see how the main character will navigate this perilous journey. As the main character delves deeper into the mystery, they begin to uncover unsettling truths about their own past and the connections that bind them to the unfolding chaos. The emotional depth of their journey resonates with the audience as they grapple with the complexities of loyalty, betrayal, and the consequences of their choices. The darkness that surrounds them is not just external. It seeps into their very being, forcing them to confront the shadows within themselves. The audience is left questioning how far they would go to protect those they love, and what sacrifices they would be willing to make in the name of truth. In this moment of reckoning, the main character must summon every ounce of strength and resilience to face the challenges ahead. The journey has changed them in profound ways, and as they stand on the precipice of discovery, they realize that the fight for truth is not just about uncovering secrets, but about reclaiming their own identity in the face of overwhelming odds. The emotional stakes are higher than ever, and the audience is left breathless, eager to see how the main character will confront the darkness that threatens to engulf them. As the story unfolds, the tension continues to build, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering how the main character will navigate the treacherous waters of betrayal and deception. The journey is far from over, and the audience is left with a sense of anticipation, eager to see how the main character will confront the challenges that lie ahead. Each twist in turn reveals deeper layers of intrigue, as the main character uncovers hidden agendas and long-buried secrets that complicate their quest for truth. The emotional stakes rise with every revelation, as they grapple with the realization that not everyone could be trusted, and the very people they thought were allies may have their own motives. As the investigation intensifies, the main character finds themselves drawn into a web of conspiracy that stretches far beyond their initial understanding. The one simple search for a missing friend transforms into a battle against a shadowy organization that seems to have eyes everywhere. The tension mounts as they navigate a world filled with deception, where every ally could be a potential enemy, and every piece of information could lead to danger. The psychological toll of the situation begins to manifest, as the main character experiences moments of doubt and fear that threaten to overwhelm them. They are haunted by visions of their missing friend, and the weight of their absence becomes a constant reminder of the stakes involved. The audience feels the emotional strain as the main character wrestles with their own vulnerabilities, questioning their ability to see the truth amidst the chaos. In a pivotal moment, the main character stumbles upon a crucial piece of evidence that could change everything. This discovery ignites a renewed sense of purpose, propelling them forward in their quest for answers. However, the closer they get to the truth, the more dangerous the situation becomes. The unseen enemy grows bolder, and the main character must rely on their instincts and resourcefulness to stay one step ahead. As the climax approaches, the tension reaches a fever pitch. The main character is forced to confront not only the external threats, but also their own inner demons. The journey has transformed them, and they must now embrace their newfound strength to face the ultimate confrontation. The audience is left breathless, anticipating the moment when the truth will finally be revealed, and the main character will have to make choices that will define their future. In the final act, the stakes are at their highest, and the main character must navigate a treacherous landscape filled with betrayal and danger. The resolution of the mystery hangs in the balance, and the audience is left on the edge of their seats, eager to see how the story will unfold. Will the main character emerge victorious, or will the darkness that has pursued them finally claim its prize? The tension is palpable, and the journey toward the truth promises to be both thrilling and emotionally charged, leaving viewers captivated until the very last moment. The final confrontation looms, and the main character stands at a crossroads, faced with choices that will determine not only their fate, but the fate of those they hold dear. The atmosphere is electric with anticipation, as every decision carries weight and consequence. The audience is drawn into the heart of the action, feeling the urgency of the moment as the main character prepares to confront the forces that have conspired against them. As they gather their allies, the bonds of friendship are tested, revealing hidden strengths and vulnerabilities. The main character must navigate the complexities of trust, as they weigh the loyalty of those around them against the backdrop of betrayal that has permeated their journey. Each ally brings their own motivations and fears, adding layers of complexity to the unfolding drama. In a breathtaking sequence, the main character confronts the antagonist, a figure shrouded in mystery whose motives are finally laid bare. The confrontation is not just physical. It is a battle of wits and wills, as the main character must outsmart their opponent while grappling with the emotional turmoil that has defined their journey. The stakes are personal, and the audience feels the weight of every word exchanged, every action taken. As the climax unfolds, revelations come to light that challenge everything the main character thought they knew. The truth is more complicated than they could have imagined, forcing them to reevaluate their understanding of loyalty, justice, and sacrifice. The emotional impact of these revelations reverberates through the narrative, leaving the audience breathless as they witness the main character's transformation. In the aftermath of the confrontation, the resolution begins to take shape. The main character must come to terms with the consequences of their choices, both for themselves and for those they care about. The journey has irrevocably changed them, and as they reflect on the path they have taken, they find a sense of clarity amidst the chaos. The audience is left with a sense of catharsis as the main character emerges from the darkness, ready to embrace a new beginning. The final moments of the story resonate with hope and resilience, as the main character looks toward the future with newfound strength. The journey has been fraught with challenges, but it has also forged unbreakable bonds and revealed the depths of their character. The audience is left with a sense of closure, yet the echoes of the journey linger, reminding them of the complexities of human nature and the enduring power of truth. As the credits roll, viewers are left to ponder the themes of the story, reflecting on the choices made and the paths taken. The narrative has woven a rich tapestry of emotion, intrigue, and transformation, leaving a lasting impression that resonates long after the final scene fades to black. The journey may have come to an end, but the impact of the main character's struggle will continue to inspire and provoke thought, inviting the audience to consider their own journeys in the face of adversity. Just when the audience thinks they have a grasp on the unfolding mystery, a major plot twist shakes the foundation of the story. The main character uncovers a hidden clue that completely alters their understanding of the situation. What they once believed to be a straightforward conspiracy is revealed to be a complex web of manipulation, with unexpected players pulling the strings from the shadows. A trusted ally, who has been by the main character's side throughout their journey, reveals shocking information that turns everything upside down. This revelation forces the main character to question their own judgment and the motives of those they thought they could rely on. The audience is left reeling as the narrative takes an unpredictable turn that challenges their assumptions about loyalty and betrayal. As the main character grapples with this newfound knowledge, they realize that the conspiracy runs deeper than they ever imagined. The stakes are raised as they uncover connections to powerful figures who have been orchestrating events from behind the scenes, manipulating the Avengers for their own gain. This revelation not only complicates the mystery, but also heightens the danger surrounding the main character and their allies. With the clock ticking, the main character must navigate a treacherous landscape filled with deception and uncertainty. They find themselves questioning everyone around them, unsure of who can be trusted and who may be working against them. The tension is palpable as they race to piece together the puzzle, knowing that each revelation could lead them closer to the truth or to their own demise. As the audience is drawn deeper into the story, they are left wondering how the main character will confront this shocking twist. Will they be able to rally their allies and expose the conspiracy, or will the weight of betrayal prove too much to bear? The narrative builds to a fever pitch, leaving viewers eager to see how the main character will respond to the escalating conflict. As the story reaches a critical juncture, the main character is faced with impossible choices that test their resolve and moral compass. The pressure mounts as they confront someone close to them about their potential involvement in the conspiracy, leading to a heart-wrenching confrontation that forces them to question their own loyalties. The emotional weight of this moment is palpable, as the main character grapples with the fear of losing someone they care about while also seeking the truth. In a shocking turn of events, the main character receives an ultimatum from an unknown source, demanding that they choose between their safety and the truth. This moment of reckoning forces them to confront their deepest fears and desires, as they weigh the consequences of their actions. The audience is left on the edge of their seats, wondering what choice the main character will make and how it will impact the unfolding mystery. As the tension escalates, the main character must navigate a web of conflicting emotions and motivations. The stakes feel higher than ever, as they realize that their decisions could have far-reaching consequences not just for themselves, but for the entire team. The narrative becomes increasingly intense, drawing viewers into the emotional turmoil of the main character's journey. With each passing moment, the audience is left questioning what the main character will ultimately choose. Will they prioritize their own safety, or will they risk everything to uncover the truth? The uncertainty adds to the suspense, keeping viewers engaged and eager to see how the story unfolds. As the story pushes towards climax, the true scale of the conspiracy is revealed, leaving the main character reeling. What initially seemed like a personal struggle has now expanded into a far-reaching plot that involves more people than they ever anticipated. The realization that they're not alone in this fight brings both relief and new challenges, as the main character must now navigate a complex network of allies and enemies. A shocking betrayal from someone they once trusted sends shockwaves through the team, forcing them to confront the reality that not everyone is who they claim to be. This revelation heightens the stakes, as the main character realizes that the conspiracy is not just a threat to their safety, but to the very fabric of their team. The audience is left questioning the motives of every character, as the lines between friend and foe blur. As the tension escalates, the main character finds themselves in a race against time to expose the conspiracy before it's too late. The urgency of the situation is palpable, as they must navigate a treacherous landscape filled with deception and danger. The stakes have never been higher, and the audience is drawn into the emotional turmoil of the main character's journey. With each twist and turn, the narrative becomes increasingly gripping, leaving viewers eager to see how the main character will confront the challenges ahead. The complexity of the conspiracy adds layers of intrigue, keeping the audience engaged and invested in the outcome. In the climactic moments of the story, all the mysteries come to a head as the main character confronts the villain behind the conspiracy. The tension is at an all-time high as the stakes reach a boiling point. This confrontation is not just physical. It's a battle of wits and wills, as the main character must navigate the psychological games being played against them. As the truth is finally unveiled, the audience is treated to a series of shocking revelations that tie together the threads of the narrative. The final piece of evidence that explains everything is uncovered, leading to a moment of clarity amidst the chaos. However, just when it seems like the main characters gain the upper hand, an unexpected twist leaves them, and the audience reeling. This final twist challenges everything the main character thought they knew, forcing them to confront their own beliefs and assumptions. The emotional weight of this moment is palpable, as the main character grapples with the realization that the battle is far from over. The confrontation escalates into a high-stakes showdown, where every decision could mean the difference between victory and defeat. The audience is on the edge of their seats, fully invested in the outcome as the tension reaches its peak. As the dust begins to settle, the emotional fallout of the confrontation becomes evident. The main character is left to pick up the pieces, grappling with the consequences of their choices and the impact on their relationships. The audience is left with lingering questions, as the resolution of the conflict opens a door to new possibilities and challenges. In this moment of reflection, the main character realizes that the journey has changed them in profound ways. They have faced their fears, confronted betrayal, and emerged stronger, but at what cost? The emotional depth of this climax resonates with viewers, leaving them with a sense of catharsis, while also hinting at the complexities of the human experience. As the story reaches its conclusion, The audience is left with a final unexpected twist that challenges their perceptions and leaves them eager for more. The narrative closes on a note of uncertainty, reminding viewers that the journey is never truly over and that the fight for truth and justice continues. In the final resolution of the story, the main character finds a sense of closure, but not without acknowledging the scars left by the tumultuous journey. The truth has been uncovered and the conspiracy has been dismantled, but the emotional toll is evident. The main character reflects on the sacrifices made along the way, recognizing that the battle for justice often comes with a heavy price. As they stand amidst the remnants of the chaos, they are acutely aware of the friends they have lost, the trust that has been shattered, and the weight of the choices they have made. The audience feels the gravity of this moment, as the main character grapples with the bittersweet nature of victory. As the dust begins to settle, the bonds between the Avengers are tested but ultimately strengthened. The team comes together to heal, acknowledging the complexities of their relationships and the importance of trust. The main character takes a moment to look around at their allies, each one bearing their own scars from the battle they have fought together. They see the fierce warrior, who has learned to channel their rage into a force for good, the brilliant strategist, who has come to understand the value of vulnerability, and the steadfast leader, who has been reminded that even the strongest among them can falter. The audience witnesses the growth of each character as they learn to embrace their vulnerabilities and support one another in the face of adversity. However, the resolution is not without its lingering questions. The main character is left with a sense of unease as they realize that the world is filled with uncertainties and hidden dangers. The final moments of the story hint at new challenges on the horizon, leaving viewers with a sense of anticipation for what lies ahead. The main character understands that while they may have triumphed over this particular threat, the fight for justice is an ongoing battle. The audience is left pondering the implications of this realization as they reflect on the complexities of heroism and the sacrifices that come with it. In a poignant scene, the main character gathers their allies for a moment of reflection. They share stories of their journey, recounting the trials they faced and the lessons they learned along the way. Each member of the team takes a turn to express their gratitude for one another, acknowledging the strength they found in their unity. The emotional weight of this moment resonates deeply, as the audience feels the bonds of friendship solidify in the aftermath of chaos. The main character realizes that they are not alone in their struggles. They have a family forged in the fires of adversity, and together they can face whatever challenges lie ahead. As they discuss their next steps, the main character emphasizes the importance of vigilance. They remind their allies that while they have emerged victorious, the world is still fraught with danger. The organization they fought against may have been dismantled, but its remnants could still pose a threat. The audience is left with a sense of urgency, as the main character's words serve as a reminder that the fight for justice is never truly over. The team resolves to remain united, ready to face whatever challenges may come their way, and the audience feels a renewed sense of hope as they witness the strength of their resolve. In the aftermath of the confrontation, the main character must also come to terms with their own personal journey. They reflect on the choices they made, the sacrifices they endured, and the growth they experienced throughout the ordeal. The emotional impact of their journey weighs heavily on them, but they find solace in the knowledge that they have emerged stronger and more resilient. The audience is drawn into the main character's introspection, feeling the weight of their experiences and the lessons learned along the way. They understand that the journey has shaped the main character into a more compassionate and understanding individual, one who is better equipped to face the complexities of the world. As the story reaches its conclusion, the main character takes a moment to honor those who were lost along the way. They visit a memorial dedicated to their fallen friends, reflecting on the sacrifices made in the name of justice. The audience feels the emotional weight of this moment, as the main character grapples with the reality of loss and the impact it has had on their journey. They understand that while they may have triumphed over conspiracy, the scars of their experiences will remain. The main character vows to carry the memory of their friends with them, using their strength and courage as a guiding light in the battles to come. In the final scenes, the main character stands at a crossroads, contemplating their future. They realize that the journey has not only been about uncovering the truth, but also about discovering their own identity in the process. The audience is left with a sense of anticipation, wondering what path the main character will choose. Will they continue to fight for justice, or will they seek a different path, one that allows them to heal and grow? The possibilities are endless, and the audience is captivated by the uncertainty of what lies ahead. As the credits roll, viewers are left to ponder the themes of the story, reflecting on the resilience of the human spirit and the complexities of morality. The narrative has woven a rich tapestry of emotions, showcasing the struggles and triumphs of the main character and their allies. The journey has not only been about external battles, but also about internal growth, as each character learns to navigate their own vulnerabilities and strengths. The audience is invited to consider their own journeys, the choices they make, and the impact of those choices on their lives and the lives of others. In the final moments, the main character steps into the light, symbolizing a new beginning. They carry with them the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the memories of those who have been lost. The audience is left with a sense of hope, knowing that while the road ahead may be fraught with challenges, the bond of friendship and the pursuit of justice will guide them through. The story concludes, but the echoes of the characters' journeys resonate, reminding viewers that every ending is also a new beginning, filled with possibilities and the promise of change. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of inner strength and resilience. Until next time, stay strong, stay brave, and never forget your worth.